Evolution. It's a word that evokes images of ancient fossils and creatures long gone, remnants of a distant past. We picture dinosaurs roaming prehistoric landscapes, dominating the Earth with their massive forms. We imagine the slow, gradual changes over millennia, shaping the diversity of life we see today. But evolution is not a relic of the past, frozen in time. It is happening right now, all around us, in ways both subtle and profound. Animals are constantly adapting to a changing world, finding new ways to survive and thrive. From bustling cities to remote islands, from the depths of the oceans to the highest mountains, the forces of evolution are shaping life in remarkable ways, often beyond our immediate perception. In the concrete jungles of our cities, amidst the noise and chaos, a new kind of evolution is unfolding. Urban Darwinism, where animals adapt to human-altered landscapes. On isolated islands, unique species are adapting to their environments, evolving distinct traits, showcasing the power of isolation and the creativity of nature. And as our climate changes at an unprecedented rate, driven by human activity, animals are being forced to adapt or face extinction, a stark reminder of nature's fragility. This is the story of evolution in action, a continuous process that never ceases. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the relentless drive to survive, and the remarkable ability of life to find a way, no matter the odds. Cities are harsh environments. They are loud, polluted, and crowded. Yet, they are teeming with life. Animals have proven to be incredibly adaptable, evolving to meet the challenges of urban living. This phenomenon is known as urban Darwinism. Take pigeons, for example. These ubiquitous birds have evolved shorter wings in cities. This adaptation helps them maneuver through the urban canyons more effectively. Raccoons, too, have adapted to city life. Their paws have become increasingly dexterous, allowing them to open jars and latches with ease. These adaptations may seem small, but they are significant. They demonstrate the power of natural selection to shape species in response to their environment. In the concrete jungles, only the fittest survive, and the fittest are those who can adapt to the unique challenges of city life. Islands are natural laboratories of evolution. Isolated from mainland populations, island species often evolve unique traits. This is known as the island effect. The Galapagos Islands, made famous by Charles Darwin, provide a prime example. Darwin's finches, a group of closely related bird species, exhibit remarkable variation in beak shape. Each beak type is adapted to a specific food source. On islands where insects are abundant, finches have evolved slender beaks for probing. On islands with larger, harder seeds, finches have developed robust beaks for crushing. The Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard, also showcases the island effect. Found only on a handful of Indonesian islands, these formidable predators have evolved to thrive in their isolated environment. As temperatures rise due to climate change, Komodo dragons are adapting their behavior to cope with the heat. Climate change is one of the most pressing challenges facing life on Earth today. As temperatures rise, ice melts, and weather patterns shift dramatically, animals are being forced to adapt at an unprecedented rate. Those that cannot keep pace with these rapid changes risk extinction, altering the biodiversity of our planet forever. Polar bears, iconic symbols of the Arctic, are feeling the heat more than ever. As sea ice, their primary hunting ground, disappears at an alarming rate, polar bears are struggling to find food, leading to malnutrition and decreased survival rates. Some populations are shifting their hunting patterns, spending more time on land hunting for alternative prey. In North America, red foxes are expanding their range northward, encroaching on the territory of their Arctic cousins, the Arctic foxes, leading to increased competition. This shift is driven by rising temperatures, which are making northern habitats more hospitable to the red fox. The changing climate is altering the balance of ecosystems, forcing species to compete for resources and adapt to survive. The delicate balance of these ecosystems is being disrupted, leading to unforeseen consequences for both flora and fauna. Section 5. The human touch, our impact on the evolutionary trajectory. Humans have become a dominant force shaping the planet. Our activities, from urbanization to pollution, are having a profound impact on the evolution of other species. Understanding this influence is crucial for developing effective conservation strategies. Fish populations around the world are facing a growing threat from pollution. Industrial runoff and agricultural chemicals contaminate rivers, lakes, and oceans, posing a significant challenge to aquatic life. Remarkably, some fish species are evolving resistance to these toxins. This adaptation, however, comes at a cost. Pollution-resistant fish may experience reduced growth rates or other physiological trade-offs. The long-term consequences of pollution on fish populations and the delicate balance of aquatic ecosystems remain a significant concern. Section 6. Pollution-resistant marvels. Adaptation in toxic waters. The ability of some fish species to withstand polluted waters is a testament to the power of natural selection. In heavily contaminated areas, fish with genetic mutations that confer resistance to toxins have a survival advantage. These resistant individuals are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing on their advantageous genes to their offspring. Over generations, the frequency of these resistant genes increases within the population, leading to the evolution of pollution resistance. However, this adaptation is a double-edged sword. While it allows fish to survive in toxic environments, it can also lead to a loss of genetic diversity within the population. This loss of diversity can make the population as a whole more vulnerable to other threats, such as disease or further environmental changes. Section 7. Symphonies of the city. Birdsong in urban environments. Birdsong, a symphony of nature, is also subject to the forces of evolution. In bustling cities, birds are adapting their songs to be heard over the din of traffic, construction, and human activity. This phenomenon is particularly noticeable in species like the great tit. Studies have shown that urban great tits sing at a higher pitch than their rural counterparts. This adaptation helps their songs stand out against the low-frequency noise pollution prevalent in cities. The higher pitch allows their songs to travel further without being masked by the urban clamor. The evolution of birdsong in urban environments is a fascinating example of how animals can adapt to even the most challenging acoustic environments. It highlights the plasticity of communication and the importance of acoustic adaptation for survival in a rapidly changing world. Section 8. Genetic Revolution, CRISPR, and the Future of Evolution. As technology advances at an unprecedented pace, humans are developing tools with the potential to directly influence the evolutionary trajectory of species. CRISPR-Cas9, a revolutionary gene editing technology, is one such tool that holds both promise and peril for the future of evolution. CRISPR allows scientists to precisely alter DNA sequences, offering potential solutions for genetic diseases and inherited disorders. In conservation, CRISPR could be used to enhance genetic diversity in endangered populations, or even introduce disease resistance genes. However, the implications of manipulating the genetic code of species are profound and raise ethical concerns. The long-term consequences of such interventions are difficult to predict. The use of CRISPR in conservation must be approached with caution, guided by ethical considerations and a deep understanding of ecological complexities. Section 9. Conservation in the Age of Rapid Evolution. In the face of rapid environmental change, understanding and conserving biodiversity is more crucial than ever. Conservation efforts must consider the dynamic nature of evolution and the ability of species to adapt to changing conditions. Protecting large, connected habitats is essential for allowing species to shift their ranges and adapt to climate change. Reducing pollution and mitigating human impacts on the environment can alleviate selective pressures and promote the long-term health of ecosystems. Conservation in the 21st century requires a multifaceted approach. It demands a combination of traditional conservation measures, such as habitat protection, and innovative strategies that account for the ongoing process of evolution. The future of life on Earth depends on our ability to adapt our conservation efforts to the challenges of a rapidly changing world. Section 10. The Unending Dance. Evolution's Constant Presence. Evolution is not a static process. It is a dynamic and ever-changing phenomenon that continuously shapes the world around us. It is an ongoing dance between life and its environment, a complex interplay that ensures survival and adaptation. As environments change, so too do the species that inhabit them. This constant adaptation is crucial for the survival of all living organisms. This dance has been playing out for billions of years, shaping the incredible diversity of life we see today. Every species, no matter how small or large, has a role in this grand narrative. From the smallest microbe to the largest whale, all life on Earth is connected through this shared evolutionary history. This interconnectedness is a testament to the power of evolution. Understanding evolution is not just about looking back at the past, it is about recognizing the ongoing processes that continue to shape life today. It is about appreciating the dynamic nature of life and acknowledging that the forces that shaped life on Earth are still at work today. These forces drive the continuous adaptation and evolution of species. The story of evolution is still being written. Every day, new chapters are added as species adapt to their ever-changing environments. And we, as stewards of this planet, have a responsibility to ensure that the next chapter is one of resilience, adaptation, and the continued flourishing of life in all its forms. Our actions today will shape the evolutionary stories of tomorrow. Section 11. Conclusion. A future intertwined. The natural world is a tapestry of incredible diversity, woven together by the threads of evolution. Understanding how animals are adapting to our changing planet is not just an academic pursuit, it is essential for our own survival. As we look to the future, it is clear that our fate is intertwined with that of the natural world. By understanding and respecting the power of evolution, we can work to conserve biodiversity, mitigate the impacts of climate change, and create a future where both humanity and nature can thrive. The ongoing story of evolution is a testament to the resilience of life. It is a story that should fill us with awe, inspire us to action, and remind us that we are part of something far greater than ourselves.